Alright guys, I want to take a minute to show you how you can create an event within your group. Now, if you're a group leader, this is important because you're going to need to create your actual weekly meeting time if you haven't done that already. This will show you how to do that, but there are also lots of other reasons why you may create an event for your group. So we're going to go into our first point on the city page that you see here, and we're going to click on our growth group, because that'll be the place where most of you will be creating your events. So I'm going to go to Pastor Keith's growth group. Alright, and then you can see at the top here, always where you are, your navigation tells you we're at Pastor Keith's growth group, and we're going to start something. We're going to create an event. So click on event, and this will bring up our event creation screen, and you have 5 steps to create your event. Number 1 is just your title. So we're going to create our title and our description. Type whatever you want there. And next, obviously, for date and time, you're going to need a date and time. And we're going to create this for next Saturday, May 5th. And select your time for lunchtime, 12 to 1:30. Your occurrence. If this is your regular weekly meeting, obviously you would select weekly. For us, this is a one-time event. And next we're going to invite guests. Here is a couple of important options. The default for creating an event would go just to the people who are in your group, but if you wanted to share this to people who are not in your group, then you would obviously click share, and you'd be given 2 options. One is friends and the other is groups. And you can, by default, this is your list of all of the people who you have friended or who have friended you in the city. You can select all, or click all friends. You can clear that by clicking none. You can obviously do just men or just women. And again, this is just your friends. So this is not everybody in the church. This is the people who have friended you or you friended them. The second option is to share with groups. And this will be all the groups that are publicly listed within the First Boynton City. And you can select if you wanted to share it with any of these other groups. You could do that. If I wanted to share it with the worship team, I could do that. Usually by default, this is going to go to the leader of that group for approval before it goes to that to the members of that group. Okay, so that's how you would share something. The other option up here is publish to City Plaza. When you do that, you're going to be basically publishing this to folks who are not in the First Boynton City. It's kind of a publicly viewable way to see what's happening on the city. It's great for events because if you wanted to invite people from your neighborhood, maybe they can go on and they can RSVP without joining the city, and this is a great way to do that. By default, it's a private URL, and that's basically a link that you can send to somebody, but if they don't have the link, they would not be able to find it. Other options are you can send this to members only. That means people who are members of the church. Again, just within your group, though. Leadership would be the leadership of this group. That doesn't mean church leadership, pastors and elders, no. That just means those who are marked as leaders of your group. Men only, this is gender specific, so obviously I don't have the option to send it to women only. Limit email, that means it's just not going to send an email immediately out to everybody, but it would be in their feed when they log in. No responses just means that it takes out the option for somebody to respond if you just wanted to do it as information only. We'll leave all the defaults for now, and we'll go to location. Location is going to give you the option to tell where your event is. This is our default location for our growth group at my house. I'm going to leave that, but if you wanted to change the address to a park or something else, you could click custom address and change the location. Finally, items and roles. This is great for an event such as a picnic because I can actually put in here that we need someone to bring hot dogs, and I can tell how many hot dogs. We need 12 hot dogs. We need some buns, so you can add how many buns, how many hot dogs, food. You can keep going, just add all the food that you like guests to bring, and that way when people RSVP, they can actually RSVP not only for themselves but also for what they're bringing. If you have roles for people to fill, such as someone to man the grill, you can do that, and we can add different roles that way. And then when you're done, you'll click this green create button. It will create your event, and it would notify everybody in your group or those you've chosen to share the event with. So again, growth group leaders, you'll definitely want to do this for your main group meeting event, your weekly group meeting if you haven't done this already. And then you can use this for other events that your group is doing throughout the year.